really far away today, like in the back of the building today. Normally I park on the side towards the back, but not in the back, because it's super windy out and I don't want a tree falling on my car. And it's like 1:11 and it is raining outside, so that's great. And I parked far today, which is even greater because normally I park like right here, but now I have to walk like an extra minute or two to get to my car because I parked farther today. It's pouring pretty hard. Like there's a car alarm going off like maybe like 20 feet away from me, 20 to 30 feet away from me, and I can barely hear it because it's raining so hard. So yeah, but I'm gonna go eat my lunch, and yeah, 1:42 and it's raining even harder now. Great, I hope you can hear this. It's 5:25 right now and I'm on my way home right now, but I wanted to talk a little bit about today, and it is starting to rain now. Great. Anyways, so today I had a meeting at 3 to 4 with a customer, and it just was crazy because, okay, so normally there's like 2 meetings on Tuesdays. It's Tuesday. One at like 10:30 and the one at 10:30 to 12 got canceled because the guy who hosts the meeting is out of town. So it got canceled, like, obviously. But then I still had the one at 3 to 4, and then the one at 3 to 4 is supposed to be everybody of like my job title, kind of like field. But people from the other meeting were showing up to that the meeting at 3 to 4. But basically the meeting at 10:30 is like the whole team, and the people at 3 to 4 is like just like my group, kind of. Yeah, but we had people from the whole team showing up at this meeting, and it was just weird, and they were just cutting in and out and stuff. Then he was like talking over everybody else, and then yeah, and then when everybody was gone except like there was like only 3 people in the meeting, then the person who sits next to me, because our desks are all lined up in a row with like dividers in between, the person who sits next to me, they were like 2 ladies talking to him about what he's working on, and so they were talking to him while I was in the meeting, trying to listen to the meeting, because I was doing the call like in my desk, because it's a remote meeting, and I couldn't hear anything. I had one earbud in, and then the guy's on this side of me, so I had to put both earbuds in. But then since they're talking like right next to me / behind me, like I was able to hear when I put both earbuds in. But then since they're like talking behind me and all that stuff, then the customer could hear them talking, like subtly talking in the background of my account, I guess. Yeah. So then she was like saying like, oh, what was that? Like, what'd you say? But then I was like, I didn't say anything. It was just a mess, and yeah. And then at one point they told me to mute because I think the background the background like audio was too aggressive, and yeah. Also, anyways, moving on from that, the customer told me that one of her coworkers is coming to visit tomorrow, and they told me the person who's visiting's name, so that like I know the name. Like, okay, that's not crazy or anything, but the name that they told me was so distinct that like it's not like a common name. So then I'm like interested, because this name that she gave me, someone from my high school actually has that name. I'm honestly thinking that this person, because I looked them up on LinkedIn, I'm thinking that this person is the person who I went to high school with. So that's kind of a funny coincidence, I'd say. But I mean, only one way to find out. I'll see them tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I will let you know how that goes. Okay, this morning, as I was getting ready, it was raining like pretty hard, so I brought a rain jacket, but it's not raining now. So I left my rain jacket in the car, so hopefully it's okay. And it doesn't rain at lunch, but I think it might, and thunder too. So that's great, because I left my rain jacket in the car, but oh well. It's 5:14 p.m. and an update on today. So basically, this morning I had my normal daily morning meeting at 9 to 9:30. It normally doesn't last until 9:30. It went from like 9 to 9:15, and the person who I was supposed to be meeting with was supposed to come at 9, and so after the morning meeting it was like 9:15, and then I saw the guy who was supposed to be meeting with her, like hosting her. Yeah, I saw him and he was still at his desk because we're in like the same desk area, and I was like, huh? So then I walked out to the lobby to see if the person was here or not, and they were. And then at first they were like surprised that they saw me, but then I was like, let's go. And then she was like kind of confused, I guess, because she didn't know that I was the one who she was meeting with. Yeah, because my email is my first initial and my last name, and so she just saw that. She didn't see like my full name. If she had seen my full name, she probably would have connected the dots. But yeah, I think I met her in middle school, and then we were kind of friends in middle school, and then we became like closer friends because of track in high school. But yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess, how everything is going like in a circle, I guess. Like, I don't know, I didn't really expect to see like people who I knew in like my past life in this industry, because like I didn't think that people would be I don't know, I just didn't really think that people would be like in this field and on this side of the Bay Area. But yeah, that's kind of interesting how, yeah, I hung out with her for like almost the entire time she was here. But yeah, you want to hear a funny story? Well, it's not that funny. Basically just what happened today. So I was kind of cleaning, I guess, I don't know. I was just like putting something away in a new location. I don't know what happened. I looked at my finger and it was bleeding, and it had like a cut on it that like spanned like the whole length of my finger. Yeah, it wasn't like dripping blood, but yeah. But I honestly don't know what happened, because I didn't think I ran into hit my finger on anything. Now I have a band-aid on. Yeah, but I didn't think I like hit it in anything or anything like that. Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but out of everything that could have happened, I think what happened, I don't remember doing this though, but it is possible that I had my hand on my like armrest of my chair, and then I spun my chair and my hand was still there, so then my hand got stuck in between my chair and my desk, because that has happened before, but I haven't like been bleeding or anything. Like I thought I jammed it before actually doing that. But yeah, but then my finger was like bleeding like across. I didn't take a picture, but yeah, it was like bleeding like all the way across. Yeah, and then I didn't know where the first aid kit was. Like I had an idea kind of, but I didn't know. So I was walking down the main road, and then my coworker, who I'm closest with, was walking down the main road also the opposite direction of me, and then I was like, help, and then he was like, no, I need help. Yeah. He wanted help with something that he was doing, but then he was like, why, what's up? And then I was like, do you know where the first aid kit is? And then he was like, actually I don't. And then he was like, why, what's up? And then I showed him my finger, and then he was like, yeah. You know, when you like give like the wide eyes. Yeah. And then he was like, ask blank down there, his aunt, who's not actually his aunt, it's just an inside joke, but yeah, she was down there where he was working, so then he said ask her. I was walking down there, and then I saw a first aid kit box, so then I went there and I got a band-aid from there, but all the band-aids there were small. So, and this was like a pretty, not like pretty long, but like kind of long-ish cut, so I didn't want a small one. So then I was walking back towards where I like started, I guess, and I saw this other guy who I am friends with. I was sitting near him, then I saw the first aid kit. So then I went over there, and then they had big ones, and then I went to the bathroom and washed my hand, and then put the Band-Aid on, and yeah, that's pretty much it.